Hi, what's your name?
I'm Sanket Shah.
And where do you stay?
I stay at Borivali West.
How old is your child?
She is 9 years old.
Okay, so what kind of institutes were you looking out for her?
Okay, she had a liking for mathematics right from the time she was a 4-year-old kid.
Okay.
So, as you know, in the current times we have a lot of activities, a lot of extracurricular activity classes which are going on. In between them, as a parent, you need to decide and choose what best suits your kid. So, looking at my child's interest, I was looking at something which could, cultivate and reinforce her interest in mathematics and concepts of mathematics, which can also be fun for her as well as can help her in her academics. So that's where I, zeroed in down on going for UCMS, which was for me after understanding their methodology and the way they, teach the concept of maths. Abacus, which is one of the oldest methodologies of teaching mathematics, appealed me. And I started off with my kid, attending a 13 class, single session, and she got interested in this, and we said, okay, let's continue this. So for the last 2.5 years, she has now completed almost 7th grade. She is in level 8, and she has been doing decent. I think it has been helping her big time, even in her academics. So when I look at her, academic results at the school in mathematics, she has been very good. Even her class teachers and people with whom she has been associated at the school do speak very highly about her mathematical skills. So I think overall, I would say the methodology of UCMS, the usage of Abacus, which is actually a very fundamental tool for grooming your child's mathematical skills. It's a good thing for children who are interested in this kind of a subject.
Okay.
So I was one. That's how I got keyed into this concept of UCMS and that. Now coming to choosing a particular class, I was at Ahmedabad earlier, and my kid completed most of the sections at Ahmedabad. We relocated about 6 months back to Mumbai. So one is we got a reference from the class over there because we get a transfer. Since this is a pan-India franchise, we get a transfer. So we got a reference from there as well about Brain Hub, and we have one of our neighbor whose kid has been with Brain Hub for a long time.
Okay.
And we got a very positive feedback from them. And then I came into Brain Hub. I met up with the faculties over here, and the faculties were matured. They were able to, understand what I am looking at. To be very honest, I am not a very, competition freak kind of a guy. So I don't like people doing everything only to win certificates and get medals.
Right.
The idea is to gain knowledge. And I could see that, faculties over here were looking at, those kind of things. They were not asking me how many medals have your kid won in UCMS and stuff like that.
Right.
They were more interested in knowing whether the kid is inclined and in level 8 has she imbibed the knowledge and the skills fit for a level 8 student. Right. So those things appealed to me, and then we decided that we will go with UCMS.
So that's basically why you joined Brain Hub as.
Yeah.
So did you consider any other options apart from Brain Hub?
My kid studies in Thakur International, and we have a UCMS option at the school itself. The school also runs a class on a weekend. So that was one of the options which we were exploring. I did meet up people over there as well. But as I said, the discussion there was more on winning and getting fame rather than acquiring skills and gaining knowledge. So I think I opted for Brain Hub primarily for that.
Okay. So with your experience, could you highlight 2 good things about Brain Hub?
I would say one, since we made a transition from Ahmedabad to Mumbai, obviously there is going to be slight variance in the way subjects are taught. So my kid had to adjust to the change in methodology, which the teacher over here took extra care. She took a couple of additional classes, got my daughter into the group. In between we had a 2 or 3 month break as well because of shifting and all, we could not immediately commence. So obviously this is one subject where if you get yourself cut off for a period of time, you lose that speed and that flair. So you need to brush up those concepts once again. So they took additional care. They took personalized care, I would say. And I think that's something which is very, very important. You will have a lot of kids, but every kid will have a special requirement or a need. As a tutor, if you are able to identify and address, I think that's where the kids' interest get developed. So I would say that's one and the most important thing which I saw good with Brain Hub.
Okay. Would you have any suggestions for Brain Hub?
As I said, too early for me. It's the first full term she is going through. But I think the basics are in place. If some cosmetic changes are required, we can always speak to the teachers. The good thing is, what I have seen in the limited time that I have been with them, they are receptive. They listen to me. Okay. And I think if people listen, things get sorted out. So
right.
I think that's it.
So how likely are you to recommend Brain Hub to other parents on a scale of 1 to 5, where 1 is the lowest and 5 is the highest?
I would say 4.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time.